Have you ever found a property that just feels right, but the second you look at the numbers, all that confidence just disappears? Well, today we are pulling back the curtain on real estate underwriting. We're going to show you exactly what data you need to analyze any deal and where to find it in under 10 minutes. Let's do this.
This right here, this is the question every single investor asks. Doesn't matter if it's your first deal or your 100th. It's that moment of truth, you know? Is this thing a potential gold mine, or is it a money pit waiting to happen? The real question is, how do you answer it with confidence instead of just taking a shot in the dark?
Look, you've really only got two ways to go. The first path? That's guesswork. You're using fuzzy numbers, you've got incomplete info, and your assumptions are kind of weak. That path leads straight to risk and, honestly, to answers you just can't trust. But the second path? That one's built on clean, accurate data. It completely removes the guesswork and gives you numbers you can confidently take to anyone, a lender, a partner, anybody.
And that brings us to the most important rule of the game, what I call the input imperative. This is the bedrock of every solid real estate analysis.
This is the mantra. Seriously, good data in means good results out. It doesn't matter how fancy your spreadsheet or software is, it's only as good as the information you feed it. Your confidence in the result is tied directly to your confidence in those first numbers you plugged in. The easiest way to think about it is like a basic calculator, right? If you type in 2 plus 3, it's going to give you 5 every time. But if you accidentally type in 2 plus 2, the calculator isn't going to correct you. It's just going to give you the wrong answer. Your deal analysis works the exact same way. Good inputs are everything.
So, what are these good inputs? Let's break down the essential building blocks you're going to need for pretty much any deal you look at. Okay, first up, the purchase price. Everything starts here. This number sets the baseline for your loan, your total cash needed, your potential return. It's literally the first domino that needs to fall.
Next, you need the after repair value, or ARV. This is your end goal, what the property will be worth after you've fixed it up. And hey, this isn't just for flippers. Even if you're holding long-term, knowing the ARV is absolutely crucial because it tells you your potential equity and your options for refinancing down the road. It shows you the true upside of the deal. Then, of course, there's your rehab cost. This is your budget to get the property to that RV. Let's be real, almost every deal needs some work. And this number is going to directly impact your profit, how big of a project you take on, and even the kind of loan you get. And here are the other key pieces of the puzzle you'll always need. We're talking about holding costs, what you pay while you're renovating, the potential rent you can collect, the local property taxes and insurance, and, of course, your loan terms. Getting these few things right is the secret to getting fast, clear, and accurate answers. All right, so you've gathered your building blocks. Now, this is where the magic happens. Let's look at how we turn all that raw data into real, actionable insight.
Your job at this point is actually pretty simple. You just provide those key inputs we just talked about. Purchase price, ARV, rehab costs, all that good stuff.
And in return, a great analysis tool doesn't just spit out an answer. No, it tells you the complete financial story of the deal. It takes those numbers and instantly builds the entire model for you.
And boom, instantly, you start getting your key metrics. First up, your ROI, or return on investment. This gives you the big picture view of the total return on the entire project, from start to finish.
Now, for all you rental investors out there, this is the holy grail, monthly cash flow. The analysis tells you exactly what you can expect to put in your pocket every single month after every single bill is paid.
Then you've got your cash-on-cash return, and this one is so important. It tells you how hard the actual cash you pulled out of your pocket is working for you. It's a pure measure of your money's performance. But a full analysis goes way deeper. It'll calculate your net operating income, or NOI. It'll give you the cap rate, so you can compare this deal to others on the market. It'll even figure out your DSCR. That's a big one for lenders. It shows if the property makes enough to cover the mortgage. All this helps you figure out the single most important number, your maximum allowable offer, so you know exactly what you should pay.
So, the big question is, how do you get all this data without spending days digging for it? Well, welcome to the 10-minute data sprint. This is your system for getting what you need, fast.
The process couldn't be simpler. Step 1, check the big public websites for a quick overview. Step 2, verify the important stuff, like taxes, with local records. And Step 3, grab any specific details you can get directly from the seller or their agent.
And here are the tools you're going to use. For quick and free info, you're hitting Zillow, Redfin, and Realtor.com for property details and sales comps. You're using Rentimator for fast rent estimates, and you're always checking the county website for the official tax numbers.
Now, if you have access, your pro-level source is the MLS. That's where you'll find the most reliable data, period. And never, ever underestimate what you can learn from direct notes from sellers or wholesalers. That's where you get the inside scoop on the property's real condition.
Okay, let's bring it all home. The whole point of this process isn't just to crunch numbers. It's about building a system, a repeatable system, that lets you analyze any deal that comes across your desk with absolute confidence.
You now have the framework to go from analysis paralysis, that feeling of being totally stuck and overwhelmed, to taking decisive, smart, data-driven action. When you know what you need and where to get it, underwriting becomes fast and, believe it or not, kind of stress-free.
So there you have it. That's the playbook. You know the inputs you need, you know where to find them, and you know the powerful insights they unlock. So really, the only question left is, what deal are you going to analyze first?